Hi, I'm Ali, and I'm a scrubber. Is that okay? I'm one of 53,000 volunteer scrubbers across the country who are making scrubs, wash bags for the frontline in the NHS.
Have you ever sewn before?
God, no, I've never sewn in my life. I was left a sewing machine by my grandma when she died back in 1988. So it's like a really old one, it's as old as me. And the sewing machine sort of sat in various cupboards around the house since then. Because I can't sew, I've had no reason to use it. My mum used it, she's made curtains and all sorts for us through the years, but I've never used it. I always wanted to be a teacher growing up, but I didn't really do that well at school. I got my 5 O-levels, shorthand and typing, art in education. So at the point when I was growing up, and well, I suppose leaving school, leaving sixth form college, at that time they had adverts on television for nursing, and I used to look at it and think, I really want to do that. I could care for people. I've got a practical side that I can really do that. But at one point in my second training, I went out on community and ended up absolutely loving the district, loved it. Loved being out and about, driving your own little car. The place I work was absolutely beautiful. It's rural, really rural, with farms that I used to go to, and I'd come out with eggs and bread and things that they'd just given me. I didn't do it for that, obviously. I didn't do it for the blooming eggs and the bread. I did it because I loved it. But I became confused. I had periods of being so fatigued. The whole thing called the autoimmune and autoimmune illnesses, and basically they're all sort of, once you get one, you can tend to get quite a few of them. I'd had miscarriages when I was pregnant, early ones. You end up having week upon week upon week of being absolutely fatigued, in feeling like you've got a flu, can't get out of bed. It's agony even to turn over in bed. I had to retire through ill health after 23 years of nursing, after 23 years of doing a job I absolutely adored. And I would go back in a heartbeat if I could. It's just cruel, because you've got people who hate their jobs. I think back now, I'm lucky I've had a job that I enjoyed, really am. When coronavirus came, there was a big request from the government to get as many nurses and doctors back into the NHS, and I really wanted to go back. I really wanted to do my bit, help, join my colleagues, but as well, at the same time, knowing I'm not well enough to go. And then a letter came from the government telling me I had to self-isolate because I'm in one of the high-risk groups, and various texts later as well telling me to remain in until at least the 30th of June. Sort of confirmed it. I'm not going to go back. I can't go back. I'm still sitting here frustrated as hell, thinking, I need to do something. What can I do? There must be something I can do to help. They needed as many pieces of PPE that they possibly could get their hands on, because we hadn't got them, we hadn't got the stocks. My brother, who works in a university, went in together with his colleagues and collected all their PPE that they could get and took it to their local hospital. Found this thing where they're making scrubs for people, for staff, for NHS staff. And now I'm one of 53,000 scrubbers, which is what we're called. We're scrubbers. Great. I am making masks for care homes, now for teachers. We're making scrubs for teachers and children who are having to go back to school now. For the NHS staff, for carers in care homes. This is what this massive group of people who've got together, men and women who are all sewing all across the country, who've never sewed before. And I'm one of them, and it's been a learning curve. So I decided I'll start with wash bags. Can't be that hard. Pulled the sewing machine out. Didn't even know how to thread it. So it was like looking at this thing, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know where to start. It has taken me so long to do that, I have to say. But that's mainly because my memory is so bad. For every single one, I have to follow a YouTube video it's as if I've never done it before. Would not manage half the things I do without YouTube. We're having good requests from people doing, for their disabled children to make masks for their carers and for them as well, to keep them safe. So it's a really, I think, a really, really important thing that this group are doing. I think they're amazing. We're just a very nice bunch of people who are just working together to get this done. It's given me a real sense of purpose.